recognized symbol of excellence in sports entertainment.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Wrestling Challenge, where we present the superstars of the World Wrestling Federation. I'm Gorilla Monsoon, and joining me here, Bobby the Brain Heenan. Unbelievable action right here this week on Wrestling Challenge. All that action coming up. Let's get to it. Talk about action, we've got it this week. Of course, our feature, a non-title matchup, the British Bulldogs taking on the Iron Sheik and Nikolai Volkoff. What a tremendous matchup that's going to be, and once again, non-title. There he is, the Honky Tonk Man. We're looking for great things out of him here in the World Wrestling Federation.
1950 greaseball.
Ah, look at this. The Slickster coming in with a new find, the natural Butch Reed. Talk about excitement, he's going to deliver it. And there he is, Koko B.Ware. And you can bet Frankie will be right along with him, Bobby.
Frankie, his bird.
You got it. Oh,
let me do this. Let me have the honors.
Benedict.
My man, Mr. Wonderful, the next heavyweight champion of the world, Paul Orndorff.
Benedict Darnold. And look at this, the Hart Foundation. They will appear with Jake the Snake Roberts in the Snake Pit this week here on Wrestling Challenge. And the Wild Man from Samoa, Sika, and you can bet the Wizard will be right there. Let's go to the ring.
The following bout is scheduled for one fall. Introducing in the ring at this time from parts unknown, weighing 240 pounds, the Gladiator. And from Union City, Tennessee, weighing 228 pounds, Koko B.Ware.
Koko B.Ware making his way down, and take a look at the colorful bird. I believe the name of that bird is Frankie. Talk about excitement. You got it in this individual, Bobby.
Can you imagine that? Here comes a guy. That thing should be in a bag of shake and bake.
Earlier on, we had a chance to speak to Koko, and believe me, the bird is the word.
I feel so good because, you see, I'm with the WWF and everybody's talking about the bird is the word. Isn't that right, Frankie? You know, this is Frankie B.Ware. That's right. He's along with me, Koko B.Ware. So beware Koko and beware Frankie. The bird is the word.
The bird is the word. Did you get that?
Monsoon, you think he has coined the terminology bird brain? You think that would fit Koko B.Ware?
Highly unlikely. When you see the tremendous athletic ability that this youngster has, you'll think twice about making those kind of derogatory statements.
Yeah, the guy looks like he's been in an all-night sock hop.
Tremendous shot of one of our federettes there only moments ago. Lovely individual. This match is underway. The Gladiator, parts unknown. Side headlock by the Gladiator. Koko won't stay in this too long. You can go to the bank with that. There he goes, in for the ride. Nice drop down. Oh, look at that. That's what happens to guys that wear a mask. They don't have that great vision anymore, Bobby.
I just think he dropped down a little too soon. I think that was part of his strategy on that move.
Well, you think so, huh? Well, that kind of strategy certainly didn't work. Side headlock now by Koko.
The only friend this guy's got is a bird, right?
I don't know. We'll have to check it out. Look out. Crisscross coming up. Drop down by the Gladiator. Oh, nice scoop slam. Watch out. Tried to clothesline him on that top rope, but Koko a little bit too smart for that. Bringing a whole lot of excitement here to the World Wrestling Federation. Koko B.Ware, and I understand that the bird is Frankie B.Ware.
Frankie B.Ware?
Yes.
He named the bird Frankie.
Yes. What's wrong with that?
Nothing's wrong with that.
Okay.
Is it a boy bird or a girl bird?
I don't know. I didn't check underneath the feathers.
Who really cares?
Nice arm drag by Koko as he takes the Gladiator over quite handily.
Why is this guy into a foul?
Why is he into foul?
Yeah.
Well, everybody has to be into something, Bobby. I think that, you know, he flies around that ring just like a bird. Look at these beautiful shoulder blocks here by Koko. The Gladiator not sure which end is up. Tried for a hip lock. Nice counter move by B.Ware. Gladiator backing up. He might want a timeout here.
You mean his family really spent all that time and named him Koko?
Oh, I'm sure that's just a nickname.
Oh,
That's not
but his last name is Ware.
possibly.
Probably has a brother named Tupper.
I doubt it. Arm wringer now by Koko. Really wrenching it out. Tried to reverse there, the Gladiator did, but didn't quite make it. Referee checking right in there. A little test of strength here. Gladiator should be able to come out on top of this one. Oh, blatant choke right in the corner. Obviously a southpaw to Gladiator. Big roundhouse lefts there. Got Koko reeling a little bit. Wow, did he explode with that right hand and a left. Oh, this turned into a boxing match. Sort of outstepping him and outsmarting him, the break.
Well, see, the referee should be in there breaking that up. This is wrestling, pal. This isn't boxing.
Look out, arm whip. No, nice reversal by the Gladiator. Oh, look at that. He put his head down. Oh! What a tremendous neck breaker. Look at the bird is going to fly. Uh-oh, look out. Possible suplex coming up. Got him up there in a big vertical position. Holy mackerel, did you see that? That was no suplex. 3 count, this one's history. That was the bird buster, I believe, Bobby.
I believe if you put a little salt in his tail, he wouldn't be too much flying around.
What a tremendous victory as we look right over the shoulder of Frankie.
Here's his date.
Into the ring. Let's get the official word.
Here is your winner, the Birdman, Koko B.Ware.
Koko B.Ware victorious here this week in the World Wrestling Federation as this capacity crowd looks on and the music plays and the Birdman is out there collecting Frankie. Let's go back and take a look at that tremendous move that he made in putting away the Gladiator. Here it comes.
Monsoon, I'm going to take off
What do
right
you mean
now.
you're going to take off?
I'm leaving here and I'm going to get Paul Orndorff ready, and it's
You're
going
in
to be
a
the highlight of
broadcast
the
position. You can't leave.
Don't
right now.
worry, my good man Johnny V is on the
Oh,
scene.
give me a break. Easy 3 count laid on there by Koko. Right now, wrestling fans, we're going to go to a special wrestling rebuttal with the Slickster and how everyone is jealous.
There's one thing I can't stand about the World Wrestling Federation. That's the jealousy that exists here. People around here jealous of my good looks, my fine clothes, and my big ride. You know, Daddy?
That's right, and I hate all the people who are stupid, because all stupid people are American. In Russia, you never find one stupid person.
Especially recently, anywhere we go, American jealous people, they call USA, USA. But everybody know Russia, #1, Iran, #1. Cameraman, zoom it.
The following bout is scheduled for one fall. Introducing from New Orleans, Louisiana, weighing 248 pounds, Luscious Brown. Soon to be entering the ring area, accompanied by his manager, Bobby the Brain Heenan. From Tampa, Florida, at 252 pounds, Mr. Wonderful, Paul Orndorff.
Here he comes, Paul Orndorff, the Benedict Arnold of the wrestling world. Led down by Bobby the Brain Heenan. In fact, we asked the Brain just a little while ago, is Mr. Wonderful really wonderful?
I can't believe it. You want to know why Mr. Wonderful is Mr. Wonderful? It's simple. All you got to do is take a look at him. Watch him in the ring. Watch him walk. Watch him dress. Watch him become the champion of the world, and watch him be managed by Bobby the Brain Heenan. That's Mr. Wonderful.
Well, obviously, Bobby the Brain Heenan down at ringside with Paul Orndorff. And joining me here in the broadcast position, Johnny V. What is this, Johnny? Am I going to have to put up with this? He going to keep that?
Well, everybody knows that's Mr. Wonderful, Paul Orndorff. Everybody knows that's Bobby the Brain Heenan. Who's this guy over here using my adjective out here, Luscious? That's what I want to know. This half-wit skycap out here.
No, that's not his name. His name is Lucious.
Oh, Lucious, yeah, huh? What is he, a Greek fortune teller?
Not Luscious. Lucious Brown.
That's right, there's only one Luscious. That's the JV right here.
Yo, you can go to the bank with that. You can bet on that.
You
Thank
sure
God
can. You
for
can go to the
that.
IRA with it, too.
Paul Orndorff. In my book, the Benedict Arnold of the wrestling world.
Oh, another history lesson by the great Gorilla Monsoon.
Well, Pearl Harbor
Self-professed
job.
historian. Parts of Canada, too. A former Mr. American, parts of Rochester, New York.
Back shot. on the world's champion, Hulk Hogan, to
Look at that lat spread there, Monsoon. There's a body for you. If Hulk Hogan has a video VCR is watching this broadcast, Hulk Hogan, this is the man that's going to snatch the title from you whenever you two meet up. There's no doubt about it.
Another one of our beautiful fedorettes. Nobody ever questioned Johnny B, the wrestling ability or the physique of Paul Orndorff, but we certainly question his tactics.
Listen to these ignorant people out here, full of vindictive, jealous people.
Capacity crowd on hand once again here this week in the World Wrestling Federation, and they are on the case of Paul Orndorff.
He's going to be on the case of this Luscious or Lucious Brown, I'll tell you that right now.
Lucious Brown supplying the competition here this week. See if we get a clean break. Oh, referee stepping right in between there. Lucious taking advantage of the situation with a headlock, but Orndorff didn't stay in that long. Look out. Nice leapfrog. Oh, he got caught right there. Oh, with a high cross body and clothesline right on that top rope. Big smile on the face of the Brain.
Isn't that a nice big smile on Bobby's face, huh? I'm just pinch hitting here for Bobby here with your broadcast there, Monsoon, and I'll tell you something right now. It does my heart good to see a great athlete like the great Paul Orndorff. No doubt about it. Not goes your old buddy here.
Look out. Lucious hard onto the concrete floor here in the arena, and Orndorff wanting to go out after him. Luckily, the referee is preventing him from doing that. Wouldn't surprise me if the Brain got a cheap shot here. Look out. Orndorff not wasting time. Coming right out after him. Look out. Oh, clotheslined him right on the steel railing surrounding the ring here. And Orndorff better get back into that ring or he'll be counted out. Little high five from the Brain, but those are rather unorthodox tactics.
Well, I'd see it, Mr. Luscious Brown, he's sort of feeling the mojo workout on his back, prostrate gland out.
Luscious Brown not mounting any offense yet so far this match, and if he doesn't pretty soon, this one will be history. Orndorff with a beautiful clothesline. The referee, of course, has at his discretion anytime he can award. Oh, look out, Brain, where you going? The Brain is obviously telling Orndorff, put the pile driver on him. Look out, here it comes, stuffed the head between the legs.
Sell the farm, Luscious.
Goodbye.
Hey, sell that, Daddy-o, sell that farm.
Holy Moses, what a shot. Brown took this one.
Cuatro, cinco, seis, siete. You can count to 500, baby. Paul Orndorff, you've got yourself a victory. That's what you hear.
Let's get the official word.
Here is your winner, Mr. Wonderful, Paul Orndorff.
Mr. Wonderful, not in my book. Paul Orndorff victorious here this week in the World Wrestling Federation, and he's looking for that recognition. He's not going to get it from this capacity crowd. And what a despicable individual coming into the ring with a theme song of Hulk Hogan's I Am a Real American. Give me a break. Unbelievable. Let's go back and take a look at what went down here to Luscious Brown. He gets clothesline right here, head first, right into the steel railing. And then later on, if that wasn't bad enough, gets the pile driver rammed right into him here as Orndorff really did a number. Stay with us. An interview coming up.
Now, wrestling fans, as you well know, from time to time, feuds surface here in the World Wrestling Federation that, if you will, captivates all you great fans. But one that, as of late, seems to be on the tip of everyone's tongue. It started Saturday night's main event, Saturday, May 3rd. And I'm speaking, I'm sure you well know, of the Snake versus a Dragon. Jake the Snake Roberts versus Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. And Ricky, you had the opportunity once, if you will, to turn the tide with the, shall we say, the creature feature here on television. Yeah. But certainly nothing at all has been settled between you and Jake Roberts.
We haven't even come close, Kenny. You know, like you've heard, like you said earlier when I was listening to your introduction, you know, feuds do develop. I came up to the WWF with a mission in mind, and I've been wrestling for a number of years. And over the years, I think I did fairly well. But there comes a point in a man's career in which he comes to a stalemate and he wants to further himself. The fans, you can understand that. It happens to a lot of sports people throughout all different professions. And when I came up here with a mission in mind to further myself and take on anybody, any newcomers, hopefully to get some kind of championship, maybe that'll come later on down the line. But right out of the blue, here comes another individual and comes up to the WWF area, and overnight becomes successful. Something, yeah, you know, something that it took me 10, 11 years to build up. This gentleman did it overnight on the cement floor using my head And I think one of the main reasons is that you couldn't buy the publicity that he got, the millions of dollars of worth. You couldn't do it because there was millions of people watching that night. And that shot him right up to the top. Now, my career has been up and down, and I've had my stages. But I'll tell you one thing, Roberts. I'm on the upswing now, and you can bet that you're going to be on the downswing, more so like your head towards the cement.
The following bout is scheduled for one fall. Introducing in the ring at this time from Tampa, Florida, weighing 236 pounds, Terry Gibbs. And soon to be making his way to the ring area from Memphis, Tennessee, weighing 242 pounds, the Honky Tonk Man.
The Honky Tonk Man, where is he? Let's take a look at him. Tremendous newcomer here to the World Wrestling Federation, but you can bet not a stranger to the wrestling circle. Bobby the Brain Heenan, you're back here. What are you going to keep doing? Walking out on me all the time here? What is this?
Monsoon, there's some people that can sit here and do commentary. Some can do color. Some can manage. Some can wrestle. I can do it all. That's why I'm Bobby the Brain.
Well, highly unlikely. I don't appreciate you sending Johnny B out here either.
Monsoon, I'm not here to make you appreciate things. I'm here to give an insight and an honest look at professional wrestling.
The Honky Tonk Man about to explode here this week in the World Wrestling Federation, and what a tremendous ovation he got from this capacity crowd.
You know, this guy looks to me like he should be in some sleaze bar about 3 o'clock in the morning listening to Hank Williams or Jerry Lee Lewis.
Nice elbow as Terry Gibbs tried to mount some kind of attack there, atomic drop. Of course, Terry Gibbs, no slouch here in the world of professional wrestling. Earlier on, expounding the virtues of the Honky Tonk Man, none other than the world's champion.
Mercy, mercy, mercy. Shake, rattle, and roll all over the WWF. You know, this Honky Tonk Man, he's got it all together, dudes. This guy trains, says his prayers, and eats his vitamins, and I think he's gonna rock and roll this whole WWF.
Wow. You know, Monsoon, I know how you could solve the oil crisis in this world.
Yeah, go ahead.
Just drain his hair.
Just drain his hair. Isn't that clever? We just heard some words of wisdom from your number one adversary.
Yeah, shake, rattle, and roll. The
Hulkster. Is he ready or is he ready?
He's on his way out, pal, and Orndorff and I are on our way in.
Highly unlikely. Big body slam by the Honky Tonk Man. Look out, off the ropes. Nice elbow drop. Found a mark right along the sternum, over for the cover. No, 1 count only.
Are those hip waders he's got on?
I don't know what they are. It's part of those elongated tights of his. They're not any. That's all one piece, I'm sure. Look out. Gibbs now going to the outside. This is a very high-risk move for him. He got caught. Power slam, a beauty, and a high one. Another tremendous shot of this capacity crowd this week here in the World Wrestling Federation. It is unbelievable. It is a happening. Gibbs hard into the corner. Backdrop. Oh, a beauty. Some 8 to 10 feet high in the air. Look out. What does that mean? When he takes those suspenders down, he's ready for anything, I guess.
If he bought stuff that would fit him, he wouldn't need suspenders. I don't like the guy. He's too flashy for me.
Too flashy. Gee, have you looked in the mirror lately?
Yeah, and I like what I see.
Look out. Honky Tonk Man really doing a job here. Much more than I expected on the ring veteran, Terry Gibbs. And now it's a Honky Tonk Man up perched high on the top turnbuckle. Oh, caught him right between the eyes with that fist. It's history.
Huh. Heck of a wrestling move, a fist.
Very, very impressive victory. Let's get the official word.
Here is your winner, the Honky Tonk Man.
Honky Tonk Man is showing us he can do it all here in the World Wrestling Federation, and he didn't disappoint anybody.
Yes, he did.
Let's go back and take a look at the video replay of that tremendous leap off the top turnbuckle. Honky Tonk Man coming down, forearm right between the eyes of Terry Gibbs, hooks the leg, and he's going to put a lot of guys away with that move, Bobby.
He'd never get any member of my family in that position.
Well, that certainly remains to be seen. A special interview, wrestling fans, coming at you right now.
As you well know, week in and week out here in the World Wrestling Federation, we not only talk about, but to the great stars of the World Wrestling Federation. And one man who is beginning to scare a good number of his opponents, and I'm speaking about none other than Leaping Lanny Poffo. And Lanny, if you will, and by the way, you'll notice one big change, a new hairdo. But Lanny, I've noticed in talking to many of the wrestlers, they become a bit edgy and a little leery when they see your name opposite theirs on the contract, because the feeling is one of these days you are just going to burst out and emerge as one of the real superstars of wrestling.
Well, thank you very much, Killer Ken. Of course, one of my great assets is my sense of humor, and you have to have one if you want to walk around like this. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I've been throwing these Frisbees for several months, and all of a sudden they're at the souvenir table, and I've been signing them, and what fun we're having. I'm getting to meet all the fans of the World Wrestling Federation. I can't wait to be coming to your town. Now, I'll tell you something else. In my spare time, I've been doing a lot of things. And one of the things I've been doing is Special Olympics. And I wanted to lay it on the fans right now, a little poem I wrote for Special Olympics. It's called the Special Olympics, and there's something about that name that's taking people off the bench and putting them back in the game. No one should ever be denied the chance to grab the center stage or share an honest, open smile with other boys and girls their age, for personal satisfaction or just having a little fun. The spirit of competition is the birthright of everyone. It's a very special moment when they pass that torch and run. In the words of Charles Dickens, God bless us, everyone.
Well, there's a great deal of truth in that, Lanny. I also have worked with Special Olympics back in the state of Minnesota, and it's about as rewarding a charity as you can find, because to those people, those achievements in Special Olympics are just as great as any Olympian.
That's very true, and you know, it gives a personal satisfaction to know you've done your best and you're putting back what you've been taking.
One of the true gentlemen of the World Wrestling Federation, the Poet Laureate, Leaping Lanny Poffo.
The following bout is scheduled for one fall. Introducing in the ring at this time from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, weighing 225 pounds, Mike Kelly. The opponent, soon to be entering the ring area, will be accompanied by his manager, the Doctor of Style, Slick. From Kansas City, weighing 255 pounds, Mr. Natural, Hacksaw Butch Reed.
Mr. Natural Butch Reed making his debut here in the World Wrestling Federation. In fact, we had a chance to ask, why is he considered the Natural?
You know, Slick, everybody around the WWF wants to know why I am the Natural. Well, take a look at me. I'm a natural man, natural athlete. I got natural talent, and I plan on being the natural champion in the WWF. So get ready, big Hulkster. I'm coming your way.
Well, he's coming at everyone here in the World Wrestling Federation, that's for sure. What kind of credentials he carries in? Very impressive ones. Understand you tried to sneak him into your stable, but Slick outbid you, Bobby.
Let me tell you something, pal. I don't have a stable. I don't sneak nobody into anything, and nobody outslicks me or outthinks me.
Well, that remains to be seen. Mike Kelly finding it rough going early on in this match here with Butch Reed. Showing us the physique. He certainly has one. Very well developed.
Well,
I can guarantee you that those gold locks up on top, they're not natural.
What makes you think they're not natural?
Just like yours aren't natural.
Mine are natural. He calls himself the Natural. Butch Reed, he's the Natural. How can you argue with a man's success?
I can definitely argue with that. Certainly a powerhouse, especially in that upper body. And as we stated earlier on, he does come in here with some very impressive credentials. Irish whip in, now plants a knee right in the lower abdomen of Mike Kelly, who hasn't even started to mount any kind of offense yet in this match. And if you don't do so, with the likes of Butch Reed, it'll be all over before you know it.
Slick is kind of building himself a dynasty, isn't he?
Well, at least he thinks so.
Well, he's got some heavy, heavy bread, so he can do what he wants.
Well, he got Hercules Hernandez, he's got Nikolai Volkoff and the Iron Sheik, and everyone that was in the stable of Blassie. Look at that shot, forearm right underneath the chin. And Reed, very confident here, certainly taking his time, is he not?
He's methodical. He likes what he's doing.
Moves around sort of like King Kong Bundy, very slowly.
Are you trying to insinuate Bundy's heavy?
Extremely. Beautiful suplex, well executed. High vertical type, over for the cover, very nonchalant cover. Oh, look at that, he jerked him up. I'm sure he could have got a 3 count there.
I don't think that referee can count to 3.
I think he can.
Was a baby. That's it. That's it.
Backbreaker as Slick pouring words of encouragement.
You know, you look at any baseball team, football team, the bench is always razzing the other team. What's wrong with that?
Nothing really.
Of course not. I've made another good point.
Another?
Yes.
Blatant chokehold right in front of the referee. Come on, give me a break. Mike Kelly, you best get something going for yourself here. Oh, look at this. Inverted backbreaker, over for the cover once again. This time he gets a 3 count. Very impressive victory.
The natural, my man.
I don't know, it's not a natural to me. Let's get the official time.
The winner of this bout, Mr. Natural, Butch Reed.
Butch Reed victorious here this week in the World Wrestling Federation. The Slick just ecstatic about it. Let's go back and take a look in time here at this beautiful inverted backbreaker. Imagine the impact right on the point of the knee. Mike Kelly didn't know what hit him. Believe me, Butch Reed hit him right where it hurts the most. Very impressive victory for that man right there, Butch Reed, here in the World Wrestling Federation. Right now, we're going to go to Sheik the Snake Roberts in the Snake Pit with his special guest, the Heart Foundation.
You know, Damien, I got to ask you something. They say that all men are born out of passion, that we all started from a seed. If that's the case, then the men that I have this week are some certainly very sad seeds. I mean, after all, who planted these two nasty boys? Let's talk about the Heart Foundation and Jimmy Hart. Hey, my man.
You know, Jake, they say never trust a snake and never trust the Heart Foundation, baby, because just like you, we are nasty boys.
You know, I know you feed this snake once a month either a large rat or a large chicken. Yeah. But do you think this snake would eat a killer bee?
That would just be a snack, my man. You know, they've always told me that the loudest man is not the one you have to worry about. It's that quiet one, and this is definitely the quiet one.
Well, you know, you gotta watch out for the silent ones, but the silent ones are always the most effective. Hey, do you think that this snake here could devour a couple little frogs, a little French-Canadian frogs like the Rougeau?
Wait. You think that big bad python could put its humongous mouth around the huge head of a British Bulldog?
You know, you've got to understand that a snake is no different than men. If a man is hungry enough, he has a hunger that cannot be quenched. So what I'm saying is, if you're hungry enough, you always get what you want. If it's Bulldogs you want, you got them. But it's a shame that the World Wrestling Federation doesn't give real men the chances they deserve, because after all, we've warned you. We are the men that your mother always warned you about. Those nasty boys.
Yeah, baby!
Wrestling fans, recently the World Wrestling Federation followed the Wizard and Sika to their native homeland, the Isle of Samoa. Let's go to the tape.
Sometimes it makes a man wonder what drives a man to turn his back and to revert on his own society, to go back and to be truly free, to live like your ancestors did 1,000 years ago, where you just take what you want to take because might becomes right in the jungle. This is the kind of warrior from ancient Samoa. This is a throwback to the cannibalistic ways of the greatest warriors Polynesia has ever known, because they had to get across the water. They had to chew their way up over the rocks, up and chase all the races into the jungles and the valleys before they prevail. This is the kind of man that's going to crawl onto the back of the rare white Bengal tiger, Hulk Hogan, and chew deep into his spine. Where are you, Sheik? In the jungles of Koko B.Ware. Sheik! There is only one man. There is only one true gorilla from the jungles of Samoa. You only have to look at this man's face. You look at his eyes and you can see the predator that stirs deep within his soul. You look at the skull on him, you look at the hands, and you really look at the nostrils. If you go between eye to eye, they got to be 3.5 inches across. Then you wonder what makes a man go crazy in the jungle. What makes him want to get out and conquer the world, conquer Titan Sports and the World Wrestling Federation. It's from such humble beginnings here that stirred deep in the soul of Polynesia that the last true cannibal is ready to seek vengeance on a world grown sinful with hate. 20,000 miles away from this spot, somewhere east of the Himalayas, north of Kathmandu, the Grand Wizard said to me, he said, Wizard, you go down to Tutuila, you go to the heart of Samoa, you go and you find a throwback is waiting there. A man whose basic goal is cannibalism, who lives the way he wants to, and who will dominate in the World Wrestling Federation today.
The following is a one-fall tag team bout. Introducing first the manager, the Doctor of Style, Slick. And the Hollywood fashion plate, classy Freddie Blassie. They represent from Tehran, Iran, weighing 256 pounds, the Iron Sheik. His tag team partner from the Soviet Union, weighing 313 pounds, Nikolai Volkoff.
Good-looking guy, huh, Monsoon? Very handsome.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Volkoff asks that you all rise and respect his singing of the Soviet national anthem.
Come on, Gorilla, get up.
Russia, number one. Iran, number one. British Bulldogs, top.
The opponents from England at a total combined weight of 469 pounds, the World Tag Team Champions, Davey Boy Smith, Dynamite.
tremendous non-title matchup, our feature bout this week here on Wrestling Challenge, and it's going to be a beauty.
Why lie to the people, Monsoon? You were standing, I'm not.
Huh. Tremendous ovation for these two. Earlier on, we had a chance to ask the Bulldogs if, in fact, they were looking forward to this match with the former champions.
Sheik and Volkoff, we're the World Wrestling Federation Tag Team Champions, the British Bulldogs, and we're waiting for you.
We've been waiting for this for a long time. All we wanted to wrestle the best, and you are one of the best.
Well, they certainly are, and they certainly were the World Wrestling Federation Tag Team Champions. And of course, as we stated earlier on, this is a non-title matchup.
What a bunch of cowards.
What do you mean, coward?
If you're going to wrestle in front of millions and millions of people, put the belt on the line. Show some intestinal fortitude.
The Championship Committee of the World Wrestling Federation decides when it is a title and when it is a non-title. The British Bulldogs don't have any say.
I don't believe that.
Well, obviously you don't.
They probably brought Jack Tunney a free trip on the Concorde over to England or something. Pop for a trip.
The cheapskate himself at ringside for this one. The fashion plate, Freddie Blassie and Slick. A meeting of the minds here. As what a tremendous opportunity this is for Nikolai and the Iron Sheik, because this would put them right at the top of the heap should they be able to get a victory over the British Bulldogs. Nice fireman's carry there.
Are you a betting man, Monsoon?
No,
I'll bet you dinner. Not cash, a big dinner. Any place you want. Okay. I'll bet you Volkoff and Sheik come out victorious.
Well, I don't know, with those two devious managers out there, I'd want to have somebody on my side out at ringside.
Any restaurant in the world, you name it.
Look out, Irish whip in, nice shoulder block by Davey Boy. Sheik down in front quickly. Nice maneuver, nice leapfrog. Oh, look at that reversal. Sheik was outsmarted there. Perched high up there, nice slam by Davey Boy. He's looking for a tag, but he's in the wrong part of town. I love it. Quick tag made as the speedster, Dynamite Kid, steps in. Sheik gets rid of him in a hurry with a slingshot, but a little bit slow, a little bit lethargic there, Bobby.
Well, he just had a big body slam and a big hip lock. That slows you down, you know.
Atomic drop, and the Sheik is reeling. I'm sure he wants to get over and get the big Russian into this one as soon as possible. Cardinal mistake made by the Dynamite Kid as he dropped his head. And Nikolai waiting patiently. Whip in now, big backdrop coming up. Wow. Oh, look at that, he spat on him. Give me a break.
And he made the tag. Here we go, Monsoon.
The big 305-pounder, Nikolai Volkoff, stepping in now.
You know, a lot of times when you have a non-title match, you wrestle harder because you know you got to prove yourself.
Look at that one-arm choke, showing you the power of Nikolai Volkoff. Even though it was an illegal move, it was impressive.
Yeah, but it was, they're used to a choke chain those 2 months.
Our feature match here this week on Wrestling Challenge, Gorilla Monsoon at ringside along with Bobby the Brain Heenan, and this is a classic. Irish whip in by the big guy. Whoa, did he plant that one? Dynamite wishing he was closer to the other corner right now.
I bet he wishes he was in England.
Well, that's possible too.
I wished he was there.
I'm sure you do.
I wouldn't have to look at his ugly face. Boy, they're ugly, those English people.
Rams his head right into the top turnbuckle. Another quick tag made to the Iron Sheik.
Ugly.
I suppose Bundy and Studd are a couple of beauties. Gut wrench suplex by the Sheik. Could be all over here now. Dynamite just kicked out. That looked almost like a 3 count.
Wouldn't you say if we say that Mr. Wonderful is the best looking athlete in wrestling today?
He might resemble that remark, yes.
Thank you.
Tables turned there by the Dynamite Kid, and a tag is made to Davey Boy. Look out, here he comes. Iron Sheik with Irish whip in. Oh, what a backdrop. At least 10 feet high in the air. And a suplex coming up. Who's gonna get it? Davey Boy. Could have went for a cover right there, didn't see fit to do so. Look out, power slam coming up. Oh, a beauty. Over for the cover. Big Russian comes in and makes a save. Oh, believe me, that one was curtains.
You see, they should be wrestling more in their corner, the Bulldogs. They should be cutting the ring in half, using just their half of the ring. They're lucky. They're very lucky they're champions.
They're not lucky. They took it away from the Dream Team. Oh, look at that move. Both men gone out, but a nice initial move by Dynamite. And look at Slick. Beautiful camera shot right over the shoulder of the Slickster. These are not the legal guys in this match that are in the ring right now. I'm sorry. Dynamite Kid and the Iron Sheik are the two legal participants at this point. Here comes a suplex from the outside. Oh, no. Look at that. Slick grabbed the leg of the Dynamite. Did you see that?
No, I was looking.
Oh, give me a break.
I missed it, Monsoon. What happened?
What a miscarriage of justice. Look at that duo right there. That conniving duo.
What happened, Monsoon? I missed it.
The Slickster grabbed the leg.
Oh, I didn't see that.
The team of Nikolai Volkoff and the Iron Sheik.
I think you owe me a dinner, Monsoon.
Talk about a miscarriage of justice. You've seen it right here this week.
I'd like some champagne also.
You want champagne? Let's go back and take a look, if we can, at the replay, so you'll be able to see exactly what went down. Look at that. Dynamite going for, look at that. What'd you turn away for?
Somebody yelled at me. I couldn't see that. What happened?
Oh,
tell me what happened.
Right in there, grabbed the left leg of the Dynamite Kid, and the pin takes place. Give me a break. Stay with us, fans. A special interview coming up.
Oh, no question about it. Yet another tremendous week of action in front of capacity crowds, as is always the case wherever the World Wrestling Federation appeared. Now, about 6-8 weeks ago, the world of professional wrestling was, if you will, turned on its ear by the financial dealings of classy Freddie Blassie with, as they say, the doctor of style, the incomparable Slickster, when you purchased, and correct me if I'm wrong, a 50% interest in the contracts of not only Nikolai Volkoff and the Iron Sheik, but Hercules Hernandez as well. And Slick, if you will, I can't help but notice the financial agreement obviously must have worked very well.
Well, you know, let me tell you something, brother. There are a lot of people who want to be the best. All my life, I've conquered and I've climbed every mountain that has ever been placed before me. And I wanted to become the first black professional wrestling manager in the world, and I've accomplished that goal. But when I entered into professional wrestling management, I wanted to enter with the very best. And let me tell you something, brother, you don't get no better than the Iron Sheik and Nikolai Volkoff and Hercules Hernandez. I've never killed a kin.
Now, Slickster, let me ask you just exactly what are your plans for Nikolai Volkoff and the Iron Sheik?
Well, I've followed this prestigious sport a number of years, and everybody knows that these two men have been treated unjustly, and they were victims of physical and verbal abuse, and the World Wrestling Federation is full of thieves. They stole the belt from him, brother.
Nikolai Volkoff, let me ask you, you and the Iron Sheik, granted, met with a great deal of success at one time under the single managementship of classy Freddie Blassie. Now, how has being co-managed by both Freddie Blassie and the Slick affected you and Iron Sheik's performance in the ring?
You know, our performance are better, just like we are better. Because, as you know, like stock, you have a stock, and some try the stock split, and triple split, you make more money. That's what happened with my contract, a Sheik with Fred Blassie. It was so good, there was double money, so Fred said, I will make some money. Got a Slick in to help us. That's right, Sheik?
You're absolutely right, Nicola. A lot of people in America, maybe they call my manager Mr. Slick, different name. But to me, he's a rare, honest black man, which is we respect the man, and it's our pleasure to be our manager. Now, recently, anywhere we go, a lot of prejudice people, they call him a lot of different name. But remember, you're a punk yourself because you never been nowhere, and everybody know Russia and Iran #1. That's because we have a lot of jealousy in this country. But look at me, cameraman, zoom it.
The Iron Sheik, Nikolai Volkoff, now managed by the Doctor of Style.
That's it, Daddy.
Well, wrestling fans, next week a tremendous lineup here on Wrestling Challenge. We're going to see what happened earlier this week as Roddy Piper and Adrian Adonis really got into it on the Pit in the Flower Shop, Bobby.
I think Piper's got a big mouth.
Well, you're certainly entitled to your position. The Rebel, Dick Slater, will be joining us next week here on Wrestling Challenge, along with this guy.
My man, the King, Handsome Harley.
Unbelievable in our feature, the Junkyard Dog taking on Jimmy Jack Funk. Gorilla Monsoon for Bobby the Brain Heenan and Luscious Johnny V saying so long till next week.